There is something most conversations about AI and jobs are getting wrong. Not about which jobs will disappear. That part gets covered constantly. What gets ignored is something quieter, and in the long run, more damaging. Entry-level roles aren't just jobs. They're how people learn to work. They're how industries reproduce knowledge. They're how someone becomes, eventually, the senior person in the room who actually knows what they're doing. Remove them, and something breaks. Not immediately, not in a way that shows up in a jobs report, but structurally, over time, in a way that will reshape entire professions. So here's the question this video is going to answer. If AI absorbs the work that used to train junior professionals, where does the next generation of senior professionals come from? If you are between 18 and 30, in a knowledge work field, law, finance, consulting, journalism, marketing, software, accounting, this video is directly about your career trajectory, not your job security right now, your ceiling later. Because the logic of AI replacement at the entry level sounds reasonable. Automate the repetitive work. Free up the expensive senior people. Move faster. Companies save money. Output increases. Shareholders are happy. But that logic contains a hidden assumption that entry-level work is just production work, that it's just output. It isn't. Entry-level work is also training infrastructure. And when you dismantle training infrastructure for efficiency reasons, you don't feel the consequences for 5 to 10 years. By which point, they're your problem. Let's take one concrete example and hold it steady for a moment. Think about a first-year analyst at a consulting firm, circa 2018. Their day is not glamorous. They're building slide decks at 11 p.m. They're formatting Excel models someone else designed. They're doing research that a partner will summarize in 30 seconds on a client call. On paper, it looks like grunt work, but something else is happening. That analyst is learning to think inside the logic of the profession. They're learning what a good argument looks like by building bad ones and having them sent back. They're learning what clients actually care about by watching senior colleagues respond to them. They're absorbing 1,000 micro decisions about framing, about precision, about what to include and what to cut through direct, repeated exposure. This is called tacit knowledge. It's knowledge that cannot be written down in an onboarding document. It can only be accumulated through doing. Now take that same role in 2025. The deck building is handled by AI. The model formatting is automated. The research is synthesized instantly. The analyst is told to focus on higher value work, except they've never learned what that means yet, because they haven't done the lower value work first. That's the setup. Now let's look at the mechanism. There are 4 steps to how this plays out. Let's take them one at a time. Step 1. AI absorbs the legible work first. When a company automates a role, it doesn't automate all of the role. It automates the parts that can be described clearly enough to be turned into a prompt or a workflow. The tasks with defined inputs and measurable outputs. In an entry-level job, those tasks are the majority of the job. Writing first drafts, pulling data, formatting outputs, summarizing documents, running standard analyses. These tasks are automatable not because they're simple, but because they're legible. They have enough structure that a language model can replicate them reliably enough to be useful. What remains? The judgment calls, the client relationship, the ability to recognize when something is technically correct, but strategically wrong, is the illegible part. The part that takes years to develop. The concrete example. In legal services, junior associates used to spend years on document review, reading thousands of pages of discovery material, flagging relevant clauses. AI now handles this faster, and often more accurately. Law firms are hiring fewer first- and second-year associates as a result. The work still gets done, but the humans who used to do it and learn through doing it are no longer in the room. Step 2. The tacit knowledge pipeline breaks. Now that you understand what entry-level work actually does, it trains people. Here's why that matters for the institutions that relied on it. Tacit knowledge is the kind of knowledge that moves through apprenticeship. Senior people develop their judgment by doing tasks under the supervision of other senior people who had done the same thing before them. The work itself was the curriculum. When you remove the work, you remove the curriculum. You don't feel this immediately because the senior people still exist. They have the judgment they've already built, but they built it through a process that no longer exists for the incoming cohort. Think of it this way. Imagine a hospital decided that junior doctors no longer needed to do rounds, take patient histories, or make initial assessments, because AI diagnostic tools were faster and more accurate. The senior doctors were trained through exactly those activities. You've just removed the path that created the senior doctors. The concrete example here is closer to home. Inside some large tech companies, the volume of code written by AI has increased dramatically enough that junior engineers are writing significantly less from scratch. Early reports from some engineering managers, not uniform but real enough to be discussed, are that junior engineers are becoming proficient at reviewing and editing AI output without developing the mental model of how systems actually work at a deeper level. They can work with code. They have more trouble reasoning about code under novel conditions. Step 3. The senior layer slowly hollows out. But here's where most people get stuck. They look at this and say, fine, we'll just hire fewer juniors and pay more for experienced people. The problem is that experienced people were once inexperienced people. The pipeline feeds the senior layer. If the pipeline is compromised at the input end, the senior layer doesn't have a problem today. It has a problem in 7 years. This is what's called a lagged effect. The cause and the consequence are separated by enough time that the connection is easy to miss. Step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. In most knowledge work fields, it takes roughly 5 to 10 years of experience to become a genuinely senior professional, someone who can handle novel problems, manage client relationships, make high-stakes judgment calls. That person was built through accumulated work experience over that period. If the work experience available to 22-year-olds today is substantially thinner because the legible tasks have been automated, then the pool of genuinely capable 30-year-olds available to firms in 2033 will be smaller. Not zero, but smaller. And the gap will be concentrated in exactly the tacit, judgment-heavy capabilities that AI still can't replicate. Step 4. The knowledge becomes concentrated, then fragile. The final step is the most structurally interesting. If tacit knowledge stops flowing through the normal pipeline, from senior to junior, through shared work, it doesn't disappear. It concentrates. It stays inside the heads of a smaller number of very experienced people who were trained before the automation shift. That sounds fine. Until those people retire. Or leave. Or until a genuinely novel situation arises that requires judgment depth that was never built in the generation behind them. Industries facing this dynamic, and there are several, may discover that they have an AI layer handling volume efficiently, and a very thin layer of truly senior humans on top, with not much in between. That structure works until something breaks. A regulatory change. A crisis that requires real judgment. A category of problem that AI can't resolve because it's never been seen before. The concrete example, military strategy, medicine, and financial risk management all have versions of this conversation happening inside them right now. Not hypothetically, as operational planning questions. What happens when the human layer that can override and correct the AI layer is too thin? Here's what this looks like from 2 different vantage points. You're 24. You get a job at a firm that has automated most of its entry-level workflows. You're told this is great. You skip the grunt work. You focus on higher-level thinking from day one. You use AI tools fluently. You're productive fast. What you don't realize is that you're not building the underlying mental model of how work in your field actually functions. You can navigate the map. You've never built one. You can review outputs. You've rarely been responsible for the reasoning behind them. In 5 years, you'll be efficient and capable within defined problems. In front of an undefined one, you'll feel something strange, a hesitation, an uncertainty, and you won't know exactly why. Now consider a different version of you. Same age, same field. You're working somewhere that still exposes junior people to real problems, harder than they can handle immediately, supported enough that the difficulty is instructive, rather than just overwhelming. You're slower to produce, but you're building a mental model. You're developing judgment by making small judgment calls. The things you learn are durable because you learn them through practice, not observation. In 5 years, you handle novel problems differently. You're not just competent, you're calibrated. You know what you don't know. You can improvise inside the structure of your field. That's not a minor difference. In 10 years, that difference compounds into a career gap that becomes very hard to close. One mental model to take from this: treat difficulty as infrastructure. The tasks that feel like grunt work, the ones that are repetitive, slow, slightly beneath your capability, are often doing something important that isn't visible while you're doing them. They're building the foundations of your professional judgment. This doesn't mean you should refuse AI tools or seek out inefficiency for its own sake. It means you need to be intentional about the distinction between using a tool to do work faster and using a tool as a substitute for doing the thinking. In practice, when AI handles a task for you, the question to ask is not just, is this output correct? But do I understand the reasoning well enough that I could catch it if it were wrong? And more than that, could I do this without the tool if I had to? If the answer to both is yes, you're using AI as leverage. You're faster, and your judgment is intact. If the answer is no, and increasingly, honestly, for a lot of junior professionals, the answer is no, then you're not being augmented. You're being substituted. And the person being substituted is you, slowly, across many small decisions, in a way that won't show up as a problem until it really matters. The reframe: don't ask whether AI is doing your job. Ask whether AI is doing your learning. Those are different questions. Only the second one has long-term consequences. So, back to the question from the beginning. If AI absorbs the work that used to train junior professionals, where does the next generation of senior professionals come from? The honest answer: we don't fully know yet. Some will find ways to build judgment through different paths, through deliberate practice, through exposure to harder problems earlier, through industries or firms that are thoughtful about this and design intentional development systems to replace the informal ones they've disrupted. Others won't. And the gap between those two groups will widen. The one-sentence version of what this video was actually about: entry-level automation isn't a job story. It's a knowledge pipeline story. And the consequences are delayed by exactly enough time for everyone to ignore them. But here's the question I'm not going to answer today. If tacit knowledge can no longer be transmitted through the old pipeline, through doing the work, can it be transmitted deliberately? Can you design your career to build judgment in an environment where the normal mechanisms for building it have been removed? That's a different problem. And it has a real answer.